So when it comes to decisions about hiring, maybe even developing, promoting at churches, we're very familiar with the threefold sort of template of character, chemistry, competency, and that's great. Character, of course, matters. Uh, Chemistry, of course, matters among the team, and competencies matter. But I actually think it's more complex than that. And I want to suggest four more layers of this. And the first is calling, because someone may have a heart for the Lord, a heart to serve others, a heart for ministry, and not yet be called to the local church. And I think a calling to a local church is a very specific thing. And more than that, not just a calling to the local church, but a calling to this local church. Secondly, I think there's also the aspect of a charism or spiritual gift. What spiritual gifts, what charisms do they actually bring to this role, to this task, to this moment in the life of the church? And then thirdly, there's culture. Now, culture may sound like chemistry, like, well, isn't it about the same thing? Well, actually, chemistry has to do with the people that you're working with. Culture has to do with the ecosystem that you're working within. And it's very important. Someone may get along with a few people on the team, but they don't actually embody the culture of the church, the language, the frameworks, the practices and habits, all of the many things that make up culture. And then finally, there's the element of clock. Clock has to do with timeline of your own development, timeline in terms of a season that the church is in. So there could be a person who has a particular passion and they want to lead in this direction, but the clock that the church is in actually says we're going to focus on these things in this season. So the clocks don't match up and they'll be frustrated. Or the clock could be with the individual's development where they're ready to lead and ready to have more responsibility, but that's actually not where the need is in the church. And so the clock of the individual doesn't match the clock of the church. So yes, character, competency, chemistry matters, but I would like to suggest that calling, charism, culture, and clock matter as well.